Welcome, everyone, to the original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. So Georgia's offense comes on the field first today. And the focus, of course, on this quarterback, Kirk. This guy just has the it factor. He is him, as they say.
Well, Chris, we've had a chance to watch this guy closely all year, and I don't know if I've ever seen a kid throw the football like this guy. His awareness in and out of the pocket is special. He's a unique quarterback and a really dynamic player.
He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the grab, and he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. One play moves the ball to the 41. It'll be first down. Ball handed off. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He stays alive. He escaped one tackler, couldn't escape the rest. They got him for a sack. First down sack, pushes the ball back. Second down coming up.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
He'll call for the fair catch here. So Missouri's offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Trying the old counter play here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Here's the second down play. Now with the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Short connection to the tight end here. He stopped him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
They finally get him down, but a solid gain on that screen pass. Good call there.
Early on in a football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to their offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
And looking to throw now on first down. And he's got it. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Oh, that was close. Got just enough for the first down against that man-to-man coverage. Good awareness by the receiver to get past the sticks and move the chains.
Already got the first down, but looking for more yardage. And the ball to the ground. And the ball will bounce out of bounds, so they avoid the turnover.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
1st and goal, handoff. And they'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. Going to bring up second down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Stopped short the marker after just a short game.
There's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that.
Fired into a tight window and picked off. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will set up the offense at the 38.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Quick throw, testing the middle. Oh, that one's picked off. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking to pass here on second down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. On the move, looking deep. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently of protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
And Kirk gets Missouri with the lead here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They begin the quarter with a crucial play, offense setting up for this 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a first down. The Dogs will come to the line to run the hurry-up. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. What I've been always impressed with is defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. On this drive, they converted twice on third down. They need 6 yards here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made down inside the 25. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to throw it from the red zone. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw. Offense facing a 2nd and 10. The quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch play to the back. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the Bulldogs line it up with 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a 1st and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no, they're not backing down. They get penetration and come up with a tackle for a loss.
Man is going to be taken down there, but there is a flag on the field. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. Here we go, 3rd and goal coming up. And he drops back in the gun. Looking to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for his back. Catch made on the right side. They get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. Play action here on 1st down. Receiver makes the catch. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. 1st down here for this offense. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. The punt team making their way on the field. And the punt goes out of bounds. The officials now will mark the spot. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot. So sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years.
And they heave it deep downfield. And he's got it down there inside the 35. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Such a well-designed play here by this offense to find a way to get the ball to the gifted tight end. He's got the size, he's got the speed, he's a difficult matchup, and here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The PAT puts them up 3. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And here's the return from inside the 5. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Handoff here from the shotgun. Oh, what a move. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good batter. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. Important second down play coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looks to his left and makes the completion. An effective play, good for a first down at the 35. They'll crank the tempo here for this next play. First down, looking to throw the football. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down at the 47. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Incompletion sets up a second down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Extending the play now. But a quick stop by the defense. Gain just 2, so it's 3rd and 8. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. So that huge gain quickly sets up a 1st and goal just inside the 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Solid run. They'll bring him down to the 28-yard line. The Bulldogs come up to the line in a hurry-up. They'll look to throw it here on second down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Returner looking to make a play here. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? Tries to get it to the running back. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. What an electric play. Suddenly, they've moved into scoring position down to the 24. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. First and 10 play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
He makes the grab. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Rifles this football to the left. Oh, the pass is picked off.
Well, this quarterback. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
The QB throws his third pick of the day. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, for many, this is the best conference in all of football. And the first half of this SEC championship was filled with excitement and incredible pageantry.
The Dogs will kick it off to begin the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. The pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Big play. Moves the ball all the way to the plus 35.
Now, I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Now it's second down here. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And the pass is incomplete. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Down he goes, a sack.
Well, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. The back's got it. Solid game, moves the ball to the 37.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And they keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
And the defense sits back in his zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Here comes a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was...
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. And here comes a deep shot. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. What will the call be on third and long now from the 44? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's caught downfield. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. Georgia getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Tackled behind the...
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you...
Touchdown, Dogs. Still no answer for the passing game. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down in the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
And the returner brought down by that coverage team. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Snags the quick throw.
Wow, they get positive yards here, but I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's picked off again, the fourth for this QB today. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Second down play coming up. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. So the ball at midfield, and now the offense facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, and it's picked off, a crushing mistake. Brought down after a short. Pick sets up the offense at the 39. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. Can he take it all the way? And a huge gain. They finally bring him down at the 11.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. They're going to run it. Mack gets the carry. And the defense smothers him for no gain. So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he steps out of bounds just short of the end zone.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice convert. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off that nice play.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. Quarterback still with the football. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Backed up to the 5-yard line now for second and goal. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
Chris, I just don't know about short gains like this, especially keeping the ball on the ground. The clock keeps moving. They need points on that scoreboard in a hurry. You got to throw the football. You cannot afford to allow this clock to keep ticking.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Handoff to the single back. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, with the lead here, this is where you want to just take your time. The defense, as we know, they are looking to do anything they can to create an aggressive play to try to create a turnover. So you got to work that clock, but also protect the football. I'm sure the coach right now is preaching to all his guys and reminding them about ball security at this point in the game.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground with the counter play. He picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. Pitch to the back. He's inside the 15. Brought down after a big gain and a first down. Defense, no answer for the option that time. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. You're pounding away with the running game. It's 1st and 10. Offense will keep it on the ground here. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. 2nd down after that previous play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Georgia now operating in the red zone. It's an option look. He'll pitch it. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
So, Chris, not only does he not pick up the first down, but he also goes out of bounds, which will stop the clock momentarily until the referee starts the play clock on the next play. Then the clock will start. But, man, I wish he would have done a better job of just having situational awareness.
And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. 1st and goal from the 9. So they get the first down, and that could be the dagger this defense needed to stop right there. The offense can begin to think about celebrating.
What a gutsy call here by the head coach to go for this with 4th down with the lead late in the game. Give them all the credit for the execution. This game's not over. But
touchdown, Bulldogs. This offense cannot be stopped.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. They've had to settle for field goals. That won't work anymore. They got to find the end zone this time. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. They pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw over the middle. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Bringing pressure. They chase him down and tried to run for it, but it'll bring up 4th down. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And he's swarmed by the pass rush. A sack to end this drive.
Chris, I understand being down a couple scores, it's 4th down, you've got good field position. Hey, let's keep this drive alive. I understand why you go for it. Unfortunately, not able to execute it. This could cost him the ball game.
Looking for 6. This one sails through the back of the end zone and incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Makes a quick catch. And a timeout taken by the offense with 19 seconds remaining. Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. Defense setting up for a passing down now with 7 DBs on the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Lets it go quickly. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch does get the foot down. How aggressive will they be on this 1st down play? Here's the snap, looking to throw. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack. Defense not pressing this time.
On the play.
Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had. And now they can call them